we could understand the tragic epicness of it, you know?
We've all got our interpretations. Why do you think he did it from your perspective?
Well, I think he felt betrayed twice. He felt betrayed first as a nephew by his uncle, because throughout the game he starts seeing Enzo rising up the ranks way faster than he was expecting, and kind of like gets scared and up to the point where he thinks that eventually might one day Don Teresi might even like choose Enzo as his next in line, you know, for the throne in some way. And, because Don Teresi, you know, calls Enzo his most dutiful soldier, you know, like, so he trusts Enzo at this point, and he knows Enzo is loyal and is trustworthy, you know, and he fights and he's good at fighting, and he protects what he has to protect, and he shows bravery, and Cesare doesn't necessarily. So he feels, you know, put in a different, in a dangerous position by Enzo. So he sees his life put in danger and his future put in danger by Enzo's presence. And then he also felt betrayed by the fact that, you know, you're not like what Enzo did with Isabella, you know, it's wrong, technically, you know, from a mafia standpoint, point of view, you know, where you took an oath and you took an oath to never lie and to not betray your family. You know, so he did that, you know, he did it for love, which is justifiable. But the way Cesare sees it, like Enzo deserves to die, you know, he broke the rule.
Is it tough doing a scene like that because you don't want to go too over the top where it becomes cartoonish, but it's
Yeah.
also a big moment and you do have to give it some oomph. So how do you strike that balance, you know, for scenes like that?
I think that we were lucky throughout the game with every scene, basically,
Mm.
because, as I said before, the writing is so cinematic. You know, we felt like we were reading a screenplay from a movie. You know, like a movie that you could totally see on screen. You know, and so in general, that's my opinion. When you do less is more. You know,
Mm.
like as an actor, you know, obviously less doesn't mean nothing. Less just means don't overact, but you have to have the intensity and some truth, you know, behind your eyes, you know, like, and must be thinking about what's going on, and you have a, you know, background for your character. So like you must feel what's happening. So specifically about that moment, yeah, you don't want to overact it, you know,
Mm.
because it doesn't feel as real. And it's sad because Enzo does trust Cesare till the end. He doesn't kill him, and he had the opportunity to do it, and he lets him
I
live.
forgot about that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's even makes it even worse. Yeah.
yeah, because it's like live for yourself, Cesare, not for him. Like live your life because you want to live it. Don't do anything that he tells you to do. Like you're a free man, you know, and because he likes him, you know, Cesare. At the end of the day, Cesare was a good friend for Enzo throughout the game, you know, and throughout those years. So like Enzo wants to give him a second chance, and so obviously when we played it, we knew we had to just you know, connect with one another and, you know, think about what had happened between us, and just follow what was on the page and not overact it, and just, yeah, give it our 100%.